Welcome back. While attracting foreign investments is one of the key focus of Vision 2023, Chief Minister proudly announced in the Assembly that 5 MOUs for foreign investments in Tamil Nadu for around 5,700 crores has been signed. She added that more international firms have expressed interest to invest in the state, affirming that it will generate employment opportunities for more than 9,000 people. This she added, making a suo motu statement under the Rule 110 of the House. Daimler, Yamaha, Royal Enfield, Philips and Carbon Black are the companies with which the memorandums have been signed. Moving on, Kollywood actor Ranjitha has filed a case against Kanchi Jayendra alleging that he has made derogatory comments about her. During a recent press conference, Kanchi Jayendra Saraswati had alleged that Nityananda shouldn't be appointed as the head of the Madurai Adina Mutt, as he had been caught with Ranjitha along. Following this, Ranjitha's counsel filed a case in the Egmore court, the hearing of which has been postponed to the day after tomorrow.
Sri Jayendra Saraswati avargal enna patti avadura statements vittirukkaru. Adanala இந்த criminal defamation file பண்ணிருக்கேன். The next date is on 16th. Let's see how things go.
Staying with the state's issues, the NLC contract workers who have been on a strike from the 21st of last month resorted to a road roko while protesting and were arrested. This after 7 rounds of talks ending in a failure. The management had gone ahead and appointed new contract workers in their places, following which the workers announced that they will protest in front of the First Mine headquarters office. The police did not agree to this and hence the protesters went on a road roko, resulting in the arrest of 500 people. Their demands include hike in pay and making them permanent workers, among others.
இந்திய பொதுச் செயலாளர் தோழர் குருதாஸ் தாஸ்குப்தா கலந்து கொள்ளக்கூடிய மாநில தலைவர்கள் சட்டமன்ற குழு தலைவர் ஆறுமுகம் உள்ளிட்டோர் கலந்து கொள்ளக்கூடிய பேரணியும் கூட்டமும் நடைபெறவிருக்கிறது.
தெருமுனை பிரச்சார கூட்டங்களை நடத்துவது என்றும் அதற்கு மறுநாள் 16ஆம் தேதி கியூபாலத்திலே ஒரு மாபெரும் ஆர்ப்பாட்டத்தை NLC தொழிலாளர்களை உள்ளடக்கிய தோழர்களை திரட்டி ஒப்பந்த தொழிலாளர்களுக்கு ஆதரவாக அன்றைக்கு கியூபாலத்திலே ஒரு மிகப்பெரிய ஆர்ப்பாட்டத்தை நடத்துவது என்று முடிவு செய்யப்பட்டிருக்கிறது.
On a celebratory note, serial lamps decorated Jayalalitha's portraits around Fort St. George as the AIADMK regime is nearing the completion of its victorious first year. The Secretariat complex is glittering in lights to mark the celebration. The cadres of AIADMK are gearing up to celebrate the occasion by highlighting the government's achievements in the last 1 year by holding public meetings and explaining the salient features of the various pro-people program initiatives launched by the government. In a shocking scene, a 12-year-old girl was fatally knocked to death due to the illegal bike racing in the heart of the city. Shailaja, who was the pillion rider along with her father, were hit by a bike that came at a mad pace. The father also sustained serious injuries. Initial investigations revealed that illegal bike racing by a youngster Suresh and his gang of friends has caused this accident. Following this, the police has issued strong warning against those who indulge in illegal bike racing. A small plane owned by a private company crashed in northwest Nepal, killing 15 people that included 13 Indians. The Dornier aircraft owned by Agni Air Company was carrying 18 passengers and a crew of 3 from the resort town of Pokhara to Johnson when it crashed while landing at the mountain airstrip. 6 survivors have been rushed to the hospital in Pokhara with a condition of 1 critical. 2 Danish tourists were among those rescued.
पहले तो मैं बता दूं कि अग्नि की क्रैश इससे पहले 2 या 3 क्रैश हो चुके हैं. 210 में हुआ था, उससे पहले हुआ था. और इस कंपनी का ये डॉर्नियर एयरक्राफ्ट है. वैसे तो डॉर्नियर एयरक्राफ्ट बड़ा सेफ एयरक्राफ्ट है, इसमें कोई दो राय नहीं है, पर इमरजेंसी हो जाती है वो बात है. इस एयरक्राफ्ट का अभी तक यहाँ तक खबर आई है कि जब लैंड कर रहा था तो एक मड स्लाइड थी, वहां पर मट्टी का ह्यूज ढेरा था, उसके ऊपर टकराया है. मतलब अप्रोच पे करते हुए एयरक्राफ्ट लैंड उस पर टकरा गया है.
From economic pages, inflation numbers slipped today. The disappointing inflation data had an immediate effect on the stock markets. The Nifty slipped briefly below the 4,900 mark before pulling back, while the Sensex slipped lower to just over 16,222 points. India's annual rate of inflation for the month of April 2012 rose to 7.23% from the year-ago period. Headline inflation was 6.9% in March. Headline inflation as measured by the wholesale price index was higher than the 6.7% that a Thomson Reuters poll of 27 economists had projected.
There has been some marginal increase from 6.89% to 7.23%. March it was 6.89. Food inflation has increased. Primary food, it has reached 10.49 from 9.94. Prices of vegetables, eggs, fruits, milk, these are the areas where if we want to address it adequately, then it will require storing facilities, cold chaining and the infrastructure development in the rural areas for which we are working. But the state governments will also have to take adequate measures, particularly in the areas of the agricultural marketing reforms.
Moving on, refusing to quash batting maestro Sachin Tendulkar's nomination to the Rajya Sabha, the Supreme Court asked petitioner Ram Gopal Singh Sisodia, a former Delhi MLA, to rather approach the High Court with his plea. The petitioner had challenged the nomination on the ground that Sachin was not entitled to nomination, as Article 80 describes that only persons of eminence in the fields of art, literature or science are to be nominated to the Rajya Sabha. A vacation bench of Justices Deepak Verma and S.J. Mukhopadhyay asked Counsel R.K. Kapoor as to why he directly approached the Apex Court instead of invoking the jurisdiction of the Delhi High Court. We'll move to a short break now. Stay with us.